I only have 2 minutes, so that's not enough time to tell you how I feel about the lakefront and our parks. It's what put me into this race to begin with. I have a long history in this community of working as an advocate for our lakefronts and our parks. I have told everyone that I have met over the past year of campaigning that I will stand up for the lakefront, and I will oppose, unqualified, will oppose extension of Lakeshore Drive, a landfill, and a marina off of our shoreline. You don't need to ask me that again, and I am not going to take any more polls. We've taken enough of them, and because of our campaign staff and my family, we were out this past summer working hard to get the 1,000 signatures to put that referendum on the ballot. We've delivered the message. We don't need to take any more polls. I will stand on my principle of defending and preserving our lakefront and the beaches that give it value. And you will continue to see me as an alderman doing the things that we need to do, the actions, not just the words, to preserve our lakefront, to improve access to our parks, to increase our green space, and to work on improving the programs in our park districts. One of the things that I worked on very hard about 2 years ago was the Junior Guard program at Leon Park. This program has been decimated by the Chicago Park District and was one of the most successful programs in their history. Well, I will continue to work to restore that program and make it even better than what it was before, as well as many other programs to our park districts. Our parks need help, and they will get help as long as I'm alderman of the 49th Ward. Thank you.
Alderman Moore.
If I could just respond very briefly to what Jim said, and then I'll answer a question about the parks and the lakefront. Language is very important in any realm of life, but particularly politics. Listen carefully to what Jim said. He said he would support the big box living wage ordinance if it would apply to Rogers Park. I think what he means there, if it applied to other businesses other than the big box retail stores. Jim, that wasn't the choice. The choice was, do you support the big box living wage ordinance or do you not? I am the only candidate in this room who is unequivocally in support of the big box living wage ordinance and will push for it when I'm reelected in February.
You can count on me too.
And Solomon too, exactly. And actually probably all the 50th Ward candidates here. Lakefront. You know, remember 2 or 3 years ago, George Bush was talking about weapons of mass destruction. That's how he got us into that war in Iraq. Scaring people? Well, that's what I hear a lot about the lakefront. This talk about extending Lakeshore Drive, this talk about marinas about to crop up overnight. It's all fears. It's not going to happen. Every aldermanic candidate here, this incumbent, will not support any extension of Lakeshore Drive. It was without a question something that we would oppose. And clearly this community said with a very loud voice when the Park District came up with this concept, not a plan, a concept for marina, they opposed it. It wasn't a question. And my opposition to the lakefront development is very clear, which is why the true organizer, Don, of the referendum against any overdevelopment of the lakefront, Ann Sullivan, is working for me.